Good day, doctor. My name is Lin Chiu Hong, matrix number 253161. In my practicum 2, I choose to intern at law firm named Hua Ling Ching and Oil, or called SKLCO in Selangor. I personally feel very thankful and grateful to have the chance to intern at this firm, as the lawyers and staff are very kind and treat me very well. They were willing to teach me and guide me, and all the things that I experienced in law firm are very new to me, and it definitely helps me to gain a lot of legal knowledge that I never explored before. Throughout the internship, I have the opportunity to join both litigation and conveyancing department. In litigation department, I feel very grateful as I have the chance to draft different types of court paper such as divorce petition and grant of probate. From this, I knew that what are the course papers that need to be prepared for both of the case. I feel very happy as they really trust on me and pass the things for me to handle. Even sometimes I will make mistakes, but they still teach me and guide me patiently. Moreover, I also involved in doing research where the topics are amending of consent order and another is called as some bond buyer agreement. The research that I did really helps to gain a lot of legal knowledge as I never explored to these topics before. After doing the research, I also have to make a presentation in front of the lawyer. This was really helps me to improve my communication skills and build up my confidence. Besides, in conveyancing department, I have involved in drafting the tenancy agreement, drafting different kinds of letters, and learn about the process of doing adjudication. It really sharpened and improved my language, especially in preparing different types of letters. Besides, I also have the chance to meet the client with my employer. For me, this was the most interesting things that I have the chance to observe the entire signing agreement process. I learned from their way of speaking, the use of appropriate language, and so on. Even all the things that I've learned are considered as a small thing, but I believe that all the small things that I learned are not wasted as it trained me to handle bigger things in future. Furthermore, throughout the internship, I realized that I was actually more interested in conveyancing matter compared to litigation. Hence, I hope that I can well equipped in learning conveyancing methods in order to become an excellent conveyancing lawyer in future. In respect of article writing, the topic that I chose was actually the research that I did in litigation department, which the topic is called amending of consent order. Basically, I've learned that a consent order is a kind of settlement that agreed by both of the parties in a legal suit in order to settle their dispute in an amicable way. The parties are free to discuss the terms and agree on it independently. However, it's subject to the approval of the court before it becomes legally binding. Based on my study, the problem that usually occurs that lead to the amendments of the consent order are first, non-disclosure of certain material facts. It was actually similar to fraud as the party deliberately concealing some facts without the knowledge of the other party. Hence, the consent order is unfair which need to be amended. Secondly, the use of the undue influence in the progress of making the consent order is another problem which caused the consent order subject to the amendments. It means that the party used force to threaten another party to agree the terms of the consent order. Hence, there will be one party gaining an unfair advantage, which might lead to unfairness. The third problem that usually occurs is the happening of the supervening events, where it refers to the situation that the material facts change after the consent order being approved. Hence, the parties are unable to fulfill their obligation provided under the consent order due to the change of the material facts. Thus, the consent order need to be amended. Based on the legal analysis, the amending of the consent order is reasonable in the eyes of law. Pursuant to Order 20 Rule 11 of Rules of Court 2012, it clearly states that the consent order can be amended due to clerical mistake. Besides, Order 42, Rule 13 of the Rules of Court 2012 also state that a party who intends to vary the order shall make an application within 13 days and serve it on the party who has obtained the order. All this order clearly provides that the amendment of the consent order is justifiable due to some exceptional circumstances. In conclusion, I personally think that a consent order should be amended if it brings unfairness to another party, since it is an order that mutually agree by the parties. It should not involve any elements of fraud, undue influence, or any mistake which bring unfairness to another party or cause the parties unable to fulfill the obligation. Hence, if all these circumstances happen, the consent order should be amended in order to uphold the justice. Thank you.